How can Eastern Kentucky recover from the devastation caused by the decline of the coal industry? The answer is complex, but tourism could be part of the solution. I'm author Gwen Elise Clayton, and I live in Ashland, Kentucky, a small town on the eastern border of the Bluegrass State. Last week, I attended the MiniSOAR Summit downtown, where I learned that tourism brings in $60 billion to the Appalachian region. Local leaders want to know how they can get a bigger piece of that pie for their cities and counties. In addition to writing fiction books, I also have a freelance content writing business called Rivervine Professional Writing Services. I help local small businesses with their promotional needs. I attended the conference to gain insight into this new business environment that has become my home. I met dozens of interesting people, attended informative workshops, and had a fabulous Italian lunch, all with the purpose of networking, sharing ideas, sparking conversations, and driving action. Here are some of the highlights. SOAR stands for Shaping Our Appalachian Region. It's a regional, nonpartisan nonprofit that champions local projects and programs and advocates for the part of Kentucky located within the Appalachian region. There are lots of ideas for how to fill the gaps in the economy left by the decline of the coal industry. But the MiniSummit on March 7th and 8th focused specifically on tourism and downtown revitalization. I missed the first day, which is a huge bummer because that was the day they talked about the creative economy and economic revitalization grants. And they also had this big old reception at the Ashland train depot with a country tribute concert. But I did go the second day and it was totally worthwhile. It started with a panel discussion about the importance a city's downtown plays in attracting large employers. I've often heard mumblings by people who poo-poo economic development and public investment in commercial projects. But if you want to bring jobs into an area, you have to think about what that company looks for when deciding where to set up shop. They want to see walkable, vibrant communities where people gather at restaurants and go shopping and run errands. They don't want to locate in a ghost town. Downtown is the heartbeat of a community, and businesses want to see signs of life there. Once one business comes in, then the others see that, hey, the water's fine, let's all jump in, and then other businesses will follow. There are several ways to pay for this. The city of Hazard, Kentucky is offering businesses a $5,000 reimbursement for improvements if they decide to locate in downtown. They also pay for the use of a dumpster during construction. Then there's the question of what to do with vacant, rundown old buildings. Kentucky has a blighted and abandoned buildings program where a city can send out a building inspector to inspect the property. If it doesn't pass code, the property owner is levied an extra heavy tax, sometimes up to, I think the city of Hazard said they did a 5-fold tax hike. And if they don't pay their taxes, the city pulls eminent domain, and in some cases, they will demolish the building. Maggie Monholland, the executive director for the Corbin Tourism and Convention Commission, has said her city has a 95% occupancy rate downtown. She said that it was important that her office is only half a mile from the exit off the freeway. And she also emphasized the importance of wayfinding signs. Some fun facts about tourism that I learned throughout the day. Number one, Les Stapleton, mayor of the city of Prestonburg, said that trails are inexpensive to do and they bring people to town. So they're an excellent return on investment. Number 2 was from Mike Manjo, the commissioner for the Kentucky Department of Tourism. He said the motor coach market is huge here because we are a drive market, which means that people drive to get here instead of fly in. And when it comes to motor coaches, he always cautions everybody that if you get behind one of those, don't lose your patience and be rude to them. Just wave, welcome them, because they are rolling piggy banks, he called them. And he said they spend on average $5,000 a day in local restaurants and other businesses. And if they stay the night in your town, you can more than double that. My favorite part of the day, of course, was the digital storytelling breakout session, because that is the space in which I work, being a writer, of course. The panel talked about things like how to maximize your social media content, how to work with an advertising agency, how to review your analytics, and how to optimize your domain authority, which was very informative. That's when you rank highest in search results and you pretty much dominate the internet, which is like every business's goal. And if you need help with your digital storytelling, I'd be happy to craft something for you. Just send me a personal message through LinkedIn. I will leave a link to it in the description down below. I will also link everything else that I've talked about today. I would love to get a conversation started with you. So thank you so much for watching. This has been the Rivervine YouTube channel. I am your host, Gwen Elise Clayton. I drop videos every Tuesday evening. If you found this video interesting or informative, please give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe to the Rivervine YouTube channel if you are a critical thinker with a sense of wonder. Until next Tuesday, have a great week.